guys, how you doing? Happy blessed Sunday. I hope everybody is doing well. So I am in the car right now. I'm actually about to start DoorDashing soon. I haven't DoorDash in the past couple of months. I want to say probably since early summer. Which didn't work out too well because it really wasn't any money to be made. But we are door dashing again, and trying to generate some funds. I have a trip planned in March, to DR. We just came back from the trip from Universal. We had the trip to Atlanta. Um, Still paying for that. I'm actually still paying for the flight. It's almost done. We have a couple more payments left over, and we'll be done with that. But I was talking to my husband yesterday, and I was just like that. I need to generate some, extra funds, and um, you know, my way of doing that is hoping that door dashing will be the answer to it. Since it's starting to get a little bit colder, I presume that a lot of people like to stay home. So therefore, when you stay home, you order food outside, and that's when, I come in and I deliver the food that needs to be delivered to you, or to whomever, not to you, but to whomever. So we're going to be doing dashing today from 1 to 5. I'm only going to be doing it for 4 hours. I'm not going to like stress myself out or anything like that, because in the past I put the mic on, guys, and totally forgot to turn it on. So, like I said, I'm doing it from 1 to 5, just 4 hours. I'm only going to be dashing when I can. So right now, today, I already meal prep. I do have a couple of things I need to do at the house, like fold laundry. But I have a window of time right now where I'm not necessarily doing anything. So I figured this is the opportunity to fill that in and try to make some funds. I hoping, God willing, to knock out this two flights that we had took. That will be a really good um, thing to do with me door dashing, is be able to knock out those flights, because I'm actually about to book another flight soon to DR. And I gotta actually send my passport. I did the application and everything, I did my photo, but I have to send the passport, renew my passport, because my passport expires on, I think, June. However, my passport has my maiden name, and it doesn't have my married name, and it's about to expire. So I figure I might as well update the passport, renew it, get it. I think you have your passport for 10 years. I'm not mistaken. Like, it's good for 10 years, but that's $160 to renew your passport. So, which to some people may not seem like a lot of money. And, if that's not for you, like if that's your situation, great for you. But when you have like, bills and responsibilities, and just money going in every, which direction, um, and you didn't really account for that, then yeah, it could be stress. Not, I don't want to say stressful. It could be like, okay, like I got to get myself together. And yeah, I have my savings, and I could take the money out of my savings, but I don't want to do that. I did take out a couple of dollars when we went to Orlando. And I don't, I try not to touch my savings, and my savings is for like, if something like crazy happens and I need it for, you know, a reason, like a really good reason, not, because I'm trying to get my passport renewed or whatever the case may be. And yes, I can save up and put the money back, but, you know, that's an option as well too, but it's going to take me longer to, save from my regular paycheck to put away. So DoorDashing again is the option that hopefully generates some, funds, and I'm able to do what I need to do. I'm supposed to start at 1 o'clock. I'm actually kind of in the area. I went to drop off a package for Bay to FedEx. So I'm sitting like in a parking lot, which actually has a lot of stores. And I think this area is considered, I'm not 100% sure if this is considered to be my area. But over here is a lot of stores. They just opened up a Crumble. I saw a Bojangles down the block. I'm like, where did that come from? Like, I haven't been on this side of Jersey in a while. This is South Plainfield. But over here they have like Kohl's and Target and Sephora and all the stores. So this is a nice little spot. Oh, my bank is even down. Oh, see. I said, oh, I see my bank over there, Bank of America. Um, yeah. So I'm about to start the DoorDash. Like I said, hoping to that it goes well and that we make some money. And cross fingers. So wish the best for me, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.
Drive northwest. Then, in 300 feet, turn right.
Hey everyone, I just want to come on and explain more about why I'm choosing to DoorDash to put away funds for my travel. Now, traveling has always been a desire of mine. I remember just reading books and just watching TV or watching movies and always saying to myself, I want to go to this country. I want to do this thing. I want to build, these experiences. And whether I was traveling in the country or abroad, this was something that I've always wanted to do, something that I even talked to, my husband about. And, this has been a passion of mine. Now, when my sister in law initially came to me about the trip to DR, I was gun ho about it. I was like, I am, going to be there. I, appreciate you thinking about me. And I was just like, just adamant that I'm going to go. But what started to happen after that, just with, expenses and lives, as we know, I started to think about, okay, how am I going to save this money? And I know a lot of people like, well, girl, you're married, you have a spouse and stuff, but he has his own responsibilities as well too. He has his own expenses as well too. And I've always been the kind of person where if I can go out there and do my part, and put together whatever I need to put together to help me or help my home, then I'm going to do that. Um, which, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but that's just how I've always been. Um, is depend on myself. But again, depend on my partner, but depend on myself at the same time. So, as I said, that's the reason why I'm choosing to DoorDash. I guess I'll get to the point of the reason why I'm saying that. And, at one point, I was even considering not going on the trip because I was like, how am I going to get this, finances together? Because I'm doing a lot. But then after talking it over with my husband, I realized that being able to travel, and most importantly, safe travel, going out the country, I'm traveling with my family. I'm traveling with, my sister in law. I'm traveling with my husband's cousins. These are people that I've been around, that I'm familiar with, that I feel safe with. Um, and that's one of the positives. Obviously, going on a trip is a positive, but being, around people that love me and I love them and being able to share in this experience is just such an opportunity. And do I want to give up that opportunity because of the finances part? Like, if I know that I could go out there and put together the money or do whatever I need to do, budget or whatever the case may be, then it's going to be hard, but it's it's attainable. You understand what I'm saying? And what, is so important for me now, because I've given up. I've always kind of, prior to, me going through what I've gone through, and you guys, have watched my channel, I've always been the person where I'm to myself. And I'm trying to learn to open up. I'm trying to learn to do the things that I want to do, be around others, um, and have others be around me. And being able to do something that I really want to do is the highlight. You understand what I'm saying? Making those memories is the highlight to the situation. And I'll figure it out. So, as I said before, it's going to be difficult, but it's a possibility. And also at the end of the day, I know that I deserve this, and that's one of the things also too is like, sometimes we think we know we deserve something, but we don't want to do it because it's going to be difficult to achieve what we need to achieve. But like once you do, then it's such a accomplishment and you're happy in that experience. So it's just something I want you guys to think about. I wanted to share my point of view, the reason why I'm choosing to do what I'm doing. And some people may agree, some people may disagree, but at the end of the day, this is my journey. I'm sharing it with you guys. I hope more or less that you understand um my point of view.
Hey guys, so it's a little bit later. It's about maybe a little more than an hour later. So far, we made $21.50. I think I've done 4 deliveries. I want to say, give or take. Um, so we're doing pretty decent. I think that we're doing pretty decent. I don't want to speak too fast. I was even telling my husband, I was like, he was wishing me the best and everything, and I was like, it's going pretty decent. I've been listening to my audiobook. The audiobook that I showed you guys in the last vlog, I am trying to wrap that one up. It is so freaking good. So I've been listening to that off and on while dashing. Only difficult part is that if I have too many apps up, then like I have to stop it because it's just too much going on. Especially when I'm trying to like get back to this specific area that I'm in right now. I'm back in a lot that I mentioned to you guys before. I haven't even gotten to the other side of where I was technically supposed to be. This is within the vicinity of where I'm supposed to be, give or take about like a mile or two. So we're in the ballpark. I thought I was going to get another order, but the app froze, so that kind of sucked. I just actually got another one. See, this one is actually not that bad, but the only thing is it is in New Brunswick, and I honestly don't like going to New Brunswick. So I'm gonna let the app just, time itself out. Cause getting back from New Brunswick back over to here is like a good 20 minutes, I want to say, give or take. So I don't want to really spend my time over there. I want to kind of like stay. in this area a little bit, or a lot of it. So yeah, so that's pretty much the update to let you guys know what is going on, and cross our fingers that it continues to go well. And yeah, all right, guys. Talk to you later. Hey guys, how you doing? So we are headed back home. It is 5:15. I am done door dashing right now, even though I still have it on, just in case anything, pops off with me heading home, even though I'm like 10 minutes from my house, give or take. Let me roll up the window because I don't have the mic on. I do it somewhere in this car. I made $52.29, so that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Wish I hit the $60 mark. That would have been great, but it is what it is. There was a lot of like big deliveries, but they were like 12 miles out, 10 miles out, and I was just like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So I'm happy with the funds that I did make. This is going to take care of one of my this month's payments for my one of the trips, one of the flights, one of them. This is going to take care of that payment for the month. So that just means more money, money that I'm putting away from my regular check from work. I don't have to worry about allocating those funds to that. Probably what I'm going to do is take that money and transfer it over to the other bill, the other Expedia flight situation. I have to figure it out. I'm gonna think about it and see how I want to move in regards to it. But if I just want to I don't know. I got to think about it. All right, so we're about to, like I said, we're heading home. I'm hungry. So we're going to fix something to eat when we get in. I'm going to get cozy, lounge. I told you guys I got laundry to do. So I do have to fold laundry, but it's not that much. And then we're going to chill for the rest of this evening. So we still have a couple of hours to chill and watch some TV. And I feel like my day was productive. You know what I mean? Like I did something and I just wasn't sitting home, even though what I do at home is very productive. It is. I made money and it always feels good when I know I'm, making money. I don't know. It's just the way my brain works. Hey guys, how you doing? So I am home, back home. Pajamas is on. As you can see, I'm actually about to start making a salad bowl using a fajita wrap as the bowl. I actually saw a video, I think it was on YouTube, of somebody doing this, and I started doing this on Friday. Now, my tortilla wrap is kind of small. I had a bigger one on Friday. These tortilla wraps are kind of small, but we're going to make it work with, what we got, and it's going to be what it be. So let me go ahead and put you guys down. So this is the tortilla wrap right here. So I am actually going to put this in the microwave for about 5 seconds. Well, let's do 10 seconds. I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, mic is on. I actually just took it out the microwave, but it got a little bit too cool. So let's go ahead and heat it up again. So you're gonna want to heat up the tortilla wrap, right? And then you're gonna want to take some spray and basically coat it with the spray. Now, I noticed that it's best that you coat both sides, because if you don't, then it's going to be hard to get it off of the bowl. So basically what you need to do next is wrap a bowl. This is a metal bowl, like a mixing bowl that I wrap with some aluminum foil. And I'm going to just take my tortilla wrap and I'm just going to put it right on top
of the bowl. And if it was really big, what would happen is that you'll be able to like move it on around. Because this one is a little bit smaller than, like a burrito type of wrap. This is as good as it's as good as it is going to get. Next, I'm just gonna pop it in my oven. I'm trying to show you guys the oven. There you go. So I'm gonna pop it in the oven. Now I've already preheat the oven to 375, and you basically are going to put it in there for a couple of minutes. Allow for it to get basically crispy, and get kind of like that crunchy type of look to it, and then you can start filling it with all your ingredients that you want inside your wrap. So basically, this is like a rejuge of the bowl that they have at Cordobo, because you guys know how much I love the bowls at Cordobo. But yeah, we can't be spending $12 on a bowl every day. It's just not gonna happen. Um, so I was like, I need to find a workaround where I'm gonna be able to enjoy my bowl, but have it more cost effective. I guess that would be the better way to put it. So I'm about to now start chopping up some ingredients, some lettuce. I have a lot of like tomatoes and things like that that I had chopped up last week or Friday that I still have left over. So we're gonna basically use that as well too, and then make our bowl. All right, guys, so it's time to start assembling the bowl. This is what the shell came out looking like. It's small, but you know what? It is what it is. We're just gonna make it work. A lot of this toppings is probably gonna be outside the bowl, but it's all going down the same. So we got our lettuce, and then we're gonna add our tomato. Now this is a mix of tomatoes and olives and onions. Might as well put the rest of that. It's not that much left. Okay. So next, we're gonna add our black beans. Okay. We got some peppers we're gonna put on top. Now we're gonna throw on some banana peppers. That one dropped, but it's okay. It's obviously better if you have the bigger shell, but like I said, we just gonna make it do what it do. So next, add our jalapeno. I think I'm gonna do one more piece. Okay, well, yes, 2 more pieces. All right. So now after that, we're gonna add our chicken or whatever type of protein you want to do. That's just Kirby being Kirby. Okay. Now, next thing we do is sprinkle a little bit of cheese. Now we also have some avocado, which I would normally put on top, but because we don't have a lot of space, we're just going to put it on the side. Oop. Okay, there we go. So now that's on the side. I'm tasting as I'm going along. Don't mind me, I'm starving, guys. And now for whatever type of sauce you want to put. So I think I'm gonna do some chipotle sauce. I probably shouldn't have shaken that up because sometimes when I do that, this thing like all the condiments come out of the bottle. So we put a little bit of sauce, and that's it. But yeah, this is it. Trying to get the camera down so you guys can see. I had you up on the freaking bowl as a tripod. So this is what we're looking like. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Um, so I'm gonna just wash out these dishes and put this stuff away, chill, fold some clothes, and then that's pretty much the end of that. Hey guys, so we have come to the end of today's video. I hope that you have enjoyed spending time with me in this video. As always, I enjoy spending time with you guys and just sharing parts of my life. Now, in this vlog, I had the opportunity to get a little vulnerable with the discussion about finances, the discussion about travel, which I honestly feel so good about. It feels good to, just talk about myself or not necessarily talk about myself, just being able to share my experiences and things that I'm thinking about and things that are going on in my life that I feel like other people, may be experiencing the same things as well too. So maybe talking about it would just like feel better, like you just be able to not solely think about it on your own. So I hope that me being vulnerable inspired you to challenge yourself, like the way that I'm challenging myself by door dashing, trying to find ways to cut expenses, even though we're not doing the drastic cut or anything like that. But just eating home more, not going out as much, finding just other options out there. So, like I said, I just really hope that, something that I said just inspires you so that you can be able to do some of the things that you want to do. So, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope that you guys stay blessed out there in the streets. Make sure that you treat others kindly. God willing, I will see you guys in the next video. If you've enjoyed this video, I appreciate that you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, hit the notification button, hit the share button, and support my channel. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video.